Hi, Scott Lackman from 4510 TV. Today joining me, Principal of Richardson and Wrench Real Estate, Robin Lackman. Good morning.
Good morning, Scott.
Now, we catch up with Robin and her fellow salespeople each quarter to give you a real estate market update of what's happening in the Moreton Bay region and specifically in the Caboolture real estate market. Robin, it's July the 3rd. Let's talk about the last quarter finishing the financial year for real estate in Caboolture.
Yes, certainly, Scott. Well, we've seen certainly a recovery, and we talk about whether we're quite there yet or not, and I can certainly see that during the balance of this year we will see better results each month as we go along. We seem to be over that hump, and we're on that climb now, which is really good for people looking to buy or sell real estate in the area, in the whole of Moreton Bay area. So we're looking forward to a very prosperous next 6 months.
Yeah, so we've finally got there, Robin. 3-hour market updates, I think, prior to Christmas 2013, then in March this year. There was always a talk through that conversation of things are improving. We're there?
Yes, I think we're there. May was exceptional for the whole region, whether it was unit, land, residential or acreage property. The whole market moved in May, which was fantastic. It did drop off, however, in the beginning of June, but about the last week of June we saw that rise again, which is fantastic, and there's no indication at the moment that that's going to change during July.
Yeah. Robin, also earlier this week the RBA announced once again interest rates stay on hold. 11th month in a row, back to August 2013 the interest rates have stayed the same. There is indications that will now change and slightly increase over the next 6 months. What has that meant to your buyers, do you think? Is it a stability in the market or a stability with their borrowing?
It is to a degree, Scott. Although, of course, we've never seen interest rates at this low for ever. Yeah. So if you're talking to people of my age, we would say when we first went into our homes 40 odd years ago, it wasn't uncommon for us to pay 23% or more, which is horrendous. So young people coming into the market for the first time, I think that's great for them. It just gives them a foot into the market, and over the years they progress, because most people never stay in the one property forever. They tend to move on as the family grows or their needs change. So it's very encouraging, and it does give stability.
Yeah. Would you say to potential buyers out there in the marketplace, without giving the sales pitch, would you suggest that the next 6 months is the opportunity to get your foot in the door?
Certainly,
yeah.
Certainly. I think if you're ready now, and you've done your homework, stop sitting on the fence and make a move, because you could look back this time next year and say, I wished I had have done that. Yeah. When is the best time to buy real estate? Yesterday.
She loves that saying. Robin, can we get more specific? Richardson and Wrench Caboolture, you celebrated 20 years in business in April, which we had on video, I think our last update. How's your statistics travelling at the moment?
Really good, Scott, and I'm going to put my glasses on so I can read this, because it's very encouraging. Now again, these are statistics that we pull off realestate.com and RP Data. They're the two sources that we go to for this information, and it covers the whole of Moreton area, but the current days on market are 80 days according to realestate.com. In our office, it's 38 days, and we're tracking this every day. So I'm very encouraged by that. We had that spike in May, as I say, and then we dropped off a little bit, but it appears that we're on the rise again now, and I'm thankful for that. Where we were saying in our last report that people would perhaps look at 36 properties, potential buyers would look at 36 properties, that's down to about 20 to 25 now. So people are making a decision a little quicker than they were previously. But some statistics for the end of financial year for Caboolture, and again, getting this off RP Data and realestate.com, 310 homes were sold last year in Caboolture, 81 units and 85 blocks of land. If we go to Morayfield, there were 306 homes sold, 23 units and 74 blocks of land. So if you look around the area, that'll show you where the land developments are, the pockets are, and how they're moving on. But we're very happy with our results. Just to give you an idea, Sue in our office on a roll, a real high at the moment. Saturday, open homes are proving to be very successful for us. Saturday she pulled off 2 sales over 600,000, and again this morning a third sale over 600,000.
Wow.
Property only listed for 2 days.
Wow.
So that's just fantastic. Buyers out of Brisbane,
Yeah.
moving out because we are affordable, as we've always said. We've got everything here: affordability, choice of lifestyle, whether it be unit, acreage, residential, or buying a land and building your own home. So it's certainly proving to be correct.
Yeah, Robin, a wealth of information, and as the viewers would know by now, you are my mum and very passionate about real estate. What I get out of that, Robin, is that your office, Richardson Ranch, is certainly tracking very well in the current market. You're due to have a meeting today with principals from Queensland and New South Wales through the franchise of Richardson Ranch. Tell us a little bit about that. What do you get out of coming together with those other principals?
Okay, so we've got people coming to Caboolture today, and we hold our meetings at the hub. We've got our directors from Richardson Ranch in Sydney here, and support staff from the franchise. And we'll have Leanne come down from Bargara. We've got Noosa coming in, Coolum, Harvey Bay, Mackay, Daisy Hill, Spring Hill, Brisbane. Bribie Island, Caboolture. So a representation of all the offices in Queensland to come together. And again, we talk about the statistics, how we're all faring, how we feel, we're sitting amongst the other franchise of real estate agents. And that information is invaluable to the principal of the office, because they also talk to us about marketing trends. The trend that's in Sydney at the moment will be the trend here in 6 months' time.
Yeah.
So as I said earlier, open homes, in Sydney market, Melbourne, you see it on the TV shows, they get hundreds of people to their open homes.
Yeah.
If we get a dozen people to our open home, we think that's fantastic. But it is changing. Certainly the internet domain, realestate.com, that's where people go first. They do their homework online and then they come to visit the agent.
Yeah.
So we learn all that from those visits, and of course just the group, the Queensland franchises getting together and supporting each other as well.
And good news. There's some statistics out there available that you're tracking number 5 nationally for the amount of transactions for the financial year. What does that mean?
It means that I'm nowhere near retirement.
It's on camera, yes. What do I say? I'm stuck for words. Yes, you've got plenty more real estate left in you, but to track number 5 for sales in a national group, well done to your leadership, the office, and everyone else associated with it.
Yeah, thank you, Scott. And of course, my work these days, is referral based, because people that I've known over the years are moving around, their families are moving. This coming Saturday, I'll take great pleasure in speaking to a young couple. Their mum and dad have done business with us, the other members of the family, and now the young son doing business with us. And that's what it's about, and that's what we try to build on, that family relationship continuing on through the years. Okay,
so let's wrap it up. Some key points, some key takeaways from this market update for the June quarter, finishing off April, May, June. The snapshots. Days on market are lower. Inquiry, people are only looking at, say, 20 houses compared to 36 before making a decision as an average statistic.
Yes.
Sales are increasing in the Caboolture region. We're finding people are now looking for that semi-rural, that lifestyle change, where they're now paying up into the $600,000 mark for those small acreage blocks. I want to touch also, out of all those statistics, and once again, congratulations on the success of R&W. There's another thing on our agenda that starts tomorrow. It's the town planning is open for public consultation. What does that mean to end our video?
Well, again, it's the opportunity for the residents of Caboolture and Moreton region to come to the council building, and it's appropriate that we should be here today in the grounds of the forecourt of the building. You can come and view the plan. You can talk to your local councillor about changes to it that you may agree with or disagree. But it gives you a picture of where they see the whole region sitting over the coming years. And I've always taken great interest in the town plan when it's released. And tracts of land that have been sitting dormant, we see now earmarked for future urban, and that's great. It's all about the growth of the area, and I certainly recommend the general public to come and view those plans.
Yeah, once again, we might have a link after this video where you can contact the council to have a look at this town planning and get involved in the public consultation. I believe it's open for 14 days starting tomorrow, and have your say if there's something there, maybe your property's bordering a future development zone.
Exactly.
Have your say if you agree or disagree with that, but I think overall you get to see a snapshot of where our growth's going to be in the Caboolture region, extending out into the Moreton Bay. I'm always particularly interested in the West Caboolture region, and hopefully I'll catch up with our local councillor Adrian Riddell, Division 12 councillor, and we'll elaborate on that in another video. But that West Caboolture, it's on the tip of our tongues that's where a large part of our future development's going to be.
And of course, the councillors that we elect are there to serve the community. So make a point of calling your local councillor and discussing any issues that you have with the plan.
Okay. Robin Lackman, Principal of R&W, our market update for real estate in the Caboolture region, finishing off the financial year, the June quarter. Results are very good and very promising over the next 6 months.
Yep, excellent. Thanks, Scott.